Hey, what's up? Welcome to Live Intentionally with Benethia. So, this video has been a long time coming, y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to tell you guys. I know you saw in the title. I'm so excited that I finished 75 hard. Woo, 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 woo. Super excited, super excited. It was a journey. So I'm going to tell you all about what 75 hard is. I'm going to tell you why I did it, what I learned, and I'll tell you if I'll do it again. Okay. So I'm not going to delay this any longer. Here we go. So 75 Hard is a mental toughness challenge that was started by a guy named Andy Frisella. So basically, there are several rules that you have to follow while doing this program. Now, you have freedom and flexibility within the rules, but you have to follow these rules. And if you don't, you have to start back over and go back to day one, no matter where you are in the program. So first rule is you have to exercise 2 times per day. Not just 2 times back to back either. It has to be for 45 minutes. One of those workouts has to be outdoors, no matter the weather. And they have to be spaced out. Now, what your girl did majority of the time was I walked. That was my majority of the time outdoor workout. I found so much pleasure in it. So yeah, that's what I did for most of my outdoor workouts. I am going to do another video to show you and tell you some other workouts that I did and some workouts that I found. But that was my primary outdoor workout. So the next thing is you have to drink a gallon of water per day, every single day. This one was hard for me because I don't drink much of anything throughout the day. So forcing myself and making myself actually sit down and ensure that I was drinking a gallon of water, that was a little bit difficult for me. So it might be easy for you, but it was difficult for me. The next thing we had to do is follow a diet. This can be any diet of your choosing, anything. I stuck within a 1,500 calorie deficit. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I knew would work for me. So that's what I did. Next thing, you have to read 10 pages of a self-development type book every single day. Every day, y'all. Now listen, I don't read much of anything consistently. So I will buy all the books. I will buy them all, okay? Especially if I feel like they'll help me. I'll buy the book. I'll read some pages. I might get to chapter 1, chapter 2. I'll read the back cover of the book, but I can almost guarantee you I am not finishing. I used to not finish that book. On this program, I can safely say that I read almost 4 books. 4 books. So those 10 pages every night, while it was a challenge and a stretch for me, very, very good. I didn't read a book that I didn't like. All of them were absolutely amazing. And they helped me in some way. The next thing that you have to do is you have to take a daily progress picture every single day. And this, my friends, I believe is the easiest thing to potentially forget. Okay, taking that progress picture because you think, well, why do I need to take a picture of myself every day? I think hands down, this is one of the most important parts of this program because you're doing all this hard work. You're working out 2 times a day, 45 minutes. You are eating within a sustainable diet. You're reading every day. You're drinking all of that water. You really, really, really want to see your progress. And I didn't believe the progress that I was making. Like, my daughters would comment, my husband would comment, my son would comment, but I didn't believe that I was really making the progress that they said I was. So I would periodically have to pull up a picture and then pull up another picture of where I was at that moment and put them side by side. Had I not done a progress picture every single day, I would not have had that reference point. And I probably, because my mind sees me at such a spot, I probably wouldn't have believed that I actually was making the progress that I was making on this program. So that progress picture, very forgettable, but trust me, very, very, very important. All right. The next thing is you can have no alcohol. Well, my friends, that is really easy for me to not have any alcohol. That part was easy. I'm not a drinker, so easy. But if you are a drinker, you cannot have any alcohol, hands down, whatsoever. Because if you drink it, you got to start all over from the beginning. And who wants to waste all their hard work? Lastly, you cannot cheat on your meal. So like, on Saturday when you're having a diet, some of us might say, okay, Saturday will be my cheat day. No cheat days. None of that. You got to stick to your diet. You got to stick to everything that you said you're going to do, and you cannot waver, or you'll have to start over. No way. Okay. So here's why I did 75 Hard. There are a couple of reasons. Okay. My kids are my biggest why. My kids. I have said that I wanted to lose weight forever and ever and ever and ever. Okay. And I have my daughter's wedding coming up, my son's football season coming up, and I just have a fashionista of a daughter, and I want to be able to dress with her, right? So I earlier set out a goal to work towards losing weight for my daughter's wedding and my son's football season especially. But I was doing the same thing that I was accustomed to doing, like little 30-minute workouts here and there. I'll follow a diet plan, but I'm definitely having cheat days. So because my mind wasn't shifted and I kept doing the same thing that I had always done, I wasn't making any progress. And the day that I realized that, I went home and I said, okay, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick of feeling like everybody's staring at me. I'm sick of not feeling good. And I'm really sick of not fulfilling the things that I say that I want to fulfill. So I came home, and that weekend I really put some thought into what can I do to level up. I have to level up. I realized there was a gap and I needed to do some work in here in order to get to the place where I needed to be. So this is where I am, where I was. This is where I wanted to be. There was a gap. I needed to figure out how to close the gap. So I sat down, really was talking to God and praying, and like, I need something. And I looked at all the old diet plans, and I was like, I really don't want to do those. I don't want to do a diet plan. A, because I don't like someone else telling me what to do necessarily. B, I can work within parameters, like 75 Hard. There's parameters. But I don't like eat this, don't eat that. This is not allowed, blah, 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 blah. Not that type of person. So I knew none of those diet plans that I had already tried would not work. So I was like, what else can I do? 75 Hard, boop, dropped in my soul. And I was like, ha, ha, ha. That's funny, because when I saw a girl on TikTok talk about her journey with 75 Hard, I said she was absolutely crazy and I would never do a hot mess thing like that. And what did I do? That hot mess thing. So that jumped in my soul. And I said, fine, let me look it up. Let me see what it's all about. And as I was going through it, I was like, okay, this is hard, but I think I can do this. If I commit myself to it, I can do it. So that day I decided that tomorrow I was starting. So the very next day I was starting no matter what. I didn't care that I didn't have everything I needed. So fast forward, I wanted my kids to see me win at something, and I might have already said that, but super important. More is caught than taught. And I have told my kids, and they have heard me say repeatedly, that I wanted to lose weight. I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. Do I look fat in these? I don't like the way I look in this. Blah, 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 blah. They heard all of that on a consistent basis. It was time for me to show them that I could do something that stretched me, that I put my mind to, and that I could show success in. So it was time. The third reason, it was totally for me. I don't know if you're like me, but I spend so much time spinning my wheels in my brain, wanting, but never going after or never achieving fully. So I'll start to go after, but then I stop. That was me, and I knew I needed to change. I knew I wanted to change, and like I said, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was done. I was done weighing that much. I was having chest pains. I was having, my body was hurting when I just sat on the couch and would go from getting up. So it was just too much. I did not like feeling like that. So I had to make a change. All right. Now, what did I learn? I learned that I am actually tougher than I thought I was. And I'm more committed than I thought I was. So like I told you, I didn't work consistently. And a lot of times it's because that imposter syndrome jumps in, and I would be like, this is not me. I shouldn't do this. Nobody's going to want to know that I did this, blah, 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 blah. Well, I learned that I'm very committed, and I learned that I can do hard things. I can do the tough things, and I should do the tough things, because those kids that I was talking about, them along with my husband, they wanted to see me reach my goals. So a lot I would tell myself, your family, they don't care about your goals. Those are your goals. They don't really care about that stuff. But guys, they want to see us do it. So this is a parenting and a family member tip for you. If you say you want to do something and you verbalize it, remember, somebody's watching you. If you're a mom, if you're a wife, sister, brother, whatever, somebody's watching you. And depending on how you act in your journey towards a goal, I truly believe that it will affect how they act in their journey towards a goal. Okay, so what I do definitely affects my kids. It definitely affects my husband. So I want to make sure as I'm walking through life that I stop having these imposter syndrome issues, that I stop not being consistent, and that I start to work heartily towards the things that I've been called to. So I know that I was called to live in a better state of health, to get rid of this weight that is bogging me down. It's bogging me down body-wise and mentally. So when you do what you're called to do, you're a direct blessing to others. So you got to start in the house. In my house, I'm a direct blessing or hindrance to my family, and I don't want to hinder them in any way. I want my family to flourish and grow and grow and grow. So I knew this would impact them, and they cheered me on, and they saw me working, and they loved it. And they would tell me, "Oh, Mom, look at you getting skinny." My son is like, "Mom, I'm so proud of you. You're still going." My husband was like, "Babe, you're inspiring me to go work out." And I was like, "Don't even start, because you better not lose weight faster than me." Oh yeah, I told him. I tried to sabotage him too, y'all. You know, men, they lose weight so fast. But anyways, it was so cool to see my family cheer me on. And then it totally inspired other people that you really didn't know were watching you. So my neighbors were like, "Woohoo, we see you." Like, they cheer me on. They say I was such an inspiration. One of the older guys in the neighborhood called me the neighborhood Olympian. My next door neighbor kept telling me how much of an inspiration I am to her. And she eventually told me she started working out. So like, guys, you are an inspiration to somebody else. People you know that are watching you, and people that you may not even know are watching you. And that just jazzes me up. I love to inspire other people, and it gives me energy, it gives me life, and it makes me want to keep on going, okay? Despite everything in life that happens. So now I'm at the end. Would I do it again? Maybe I'll do it again. I do have like this internal push, like, should I do it again? Maybe I'll do it again. But I will tell you guys, at 75 hard. It's hard to do something consistently for 75 days, day in, day out, and not stop. So the discipline that it took, it is a little bit exhausting. But I will tell you, on the 75th day, on the 76th day, I felt like a part of me was like lost. I was like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to eat wedding cake? Like, what am I supposed to do? Because the 76th day was my daughter's wedding, by the way. So I do know, like, I couldn't even eat the food at the wedding. I ate like a little bit, I grazed, and that was it. But that day I felt like a piece of me was gone. I got to get up. I got to work out. I got to do 2 workouts a day. What is going on? Like, it felt crazy. So while it's hard, it's so rewarding. Pushing yourself beyond limits is just amazing. It's great for your health. It's great for your mental health. Here are some things that happened while I was on 75 hard. And this is why I say, like, maybe I got sick, but I had to persist. I got sick, really sick. So I had to just tone my workouts down, but still get them done. My sweet grandma, during the last week and a half of 75 hard, she was nearing the end of her life. So she is my heart and soul. She was nearing the end of her life, and balancing the emotional toil that took, going to visit her at hospice and trying to finish 75 hard, and making sure my daughter's wedding goes off without a hitch. All of those things were very hard. But 75 hard taught me that I can still do all of that in a day if I just focus myself. So that's why it's a maybe. I also traveled. We went up north. So I've used more public bathrooms than I ever cared to use. So I hate public bathrooms. I know you have to use them, but I have been like, take me to Dunkin', take me to McDonald's. I don't care where we stop. I gotta go to the bathroom. Almost in the woods, like ridiculous. So that gallon of water and road trips, not the most fun thing, but I've worked out at hotels. I've worked out in cities that I don't know where I'm going or what's around me, but I went and did my outdoor workouts. And those hotel gyms, thank you guys for having gyms in your hotels because they were very, very helpful. What else? I told you guys my daughter was getting married in the process. So all that wedding tasting food, yeah, all of this is happening during 75 Hard. And it was hard. But let me tell you, I stuck to my guns and I did it. And that's why it's a maybe. I can't say definitively that I would not do 75 Hard again because it's so good. It's so good. It's too good. But where I'm like, the negative side of maybe is like, do I want to push myself that hard again for this? I think I'm at the point now where I need to regulate my life and make sure that my life is constantly moving in a state of health where, yes, I'll have a football party and yes, we'll have unhealthy foods at the football party, and I got to choose and regulate what I eat because health is a lifestyle and it's a journey. It's not just for a period of time. So that's why it's a maybe for me. So I've given you lots of reasons why it's a maybe. Some good reasons it's a maybe, like, yeah, I'm going to do it again. Some reasons that it's a maybe that, I don't know if I'll do it again. But I can tell you this. If you watch this video and you've even thought about doing 75 Hard, if watching this video made you think about, oh, maybe that's something that I should do, I'm telling you to commit yourselves and do it. It has been such a blessing in my life. Such a blessing. From the day that I started 75 Hard to right now, I've lost 38 pounds. I have not gained a pound back. I have not, and I don't ever intend on gaining that pound back, by the way. I've not gained a pound. I have consistently stayed in a state of losing weight. So it's been good for my body. It's been good for my mind. So many good things. So I highly, highly, highly encourage you that if you've been thinking about this, you, my friends, should absolutely do it. I hope this video has been a blessing to you, as I hope all of them are. No, I am not perfect. Some of those days for 75 Hard, I was finishing literally at 11:59 p.m., but I finished it. My daughter told me that I was like water drunk at one point. Yes, but I finished it, and you can too. Now, I'm continuing my weight loss journey. A lot of the content is still going to be about that, but my content is also about living your life intentionally all around. So those things that have been placed in your heart to do, that you want to do, those things that burden you, those things that bring you joy, I encourage you to do it. Live intentionally, write it down, start taking notes, and start crossing that list off so that you, too, my friend, can live intentionally. I thank you for watching. I love you. Bye.